କର୍ଣ୍ଣର ବସିବେ। Professor Shiv Kumar Mishra from BPUT. Shiv sir, epote. So the discussion is how to integrate those skill courses and how to frame our structure for all branches, so that this joint board of studies will frame the structure and the basket of subjects of different category, compulsory subjects, and then that will be placed and that will be locked by 3 of the universities of Odisha, and accordingly that will be placed in the individual board of studies to develop the contents. So, thank you all. Let us start this discussion. The curriculum should summarize the outcomes. Accordingly, our common proposal shall be decided so that it can be placed in the next. So, let us start with from Cisco, or the intention, I would like to request to our Vice Chancellor sir, is planning so that we can, the other panelists here can add the things to as the curriculum. Thank you, sir.
So, good evening, all of you. See, the objective of university is rather objective of the is to make, to incorporate more skill-oriented courses in the curriculum. There are 3 places where we can incorporate skill courses. The first one is from 3rd semester onwards, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, we can add some courses. Depends on the requirements. Whatever we finalize today, tomorrow again, the combined board of studies will sit and make a fine tune of it. Second is the minor courses. Minor courses in different subjects. We've decided it's not that minor courses on IML, minor courses on minor courses on data science or networking, those minor courses will be incorporated. Third place where we can incorporate is value-added courses. The complete list of value-added courses will be given to the colleges. They will incorporate the value-added courses. Our academic audit, during our academic audit, we will see that at least one student will complete 2 value-added courses. I mean, the college has to offer 2 value-added courses. In these 3 places, we can incorporate the value-added courses. Rest we can decide subsequently how to go about it and how to make it uniform for all 3 universities for the larger interest of the state. whenever we are incorporating, suppose it's a minor, it should be 20 credit as I have mentioned, 200 to 220 hours, including practicals, theory. That will be totally online. A student can opt maximum 2 minor courses, maximum 2 minor courses. I think we can decide, but maximum 2 minor courses they can take maximum. That university will give certificates. Apart from the certificates, if it is provided by the partners, but university will give certificate for the minor course, and for the value-added courses, the certificate will be provided by the partners. The certificates will be provided by the partners. Of course, if minor also, if certificate is provided by the partners, doesn't matter, but university will give certificate for the minor courses for the students. If they are opting 2, they will get 2 certificates. Before completion of final semester, then of course, in that time of completing the degree, within that period, he has to complete the minor 20 credit courses stipulated by the university. That way we should go about it.
So I think you have summarized pretty well. Couple of points, sir. One is we should also look at having provisions of some of these courses in the electives. So if we do that, if someone doesn't want to do minor or value added, they can still do lot many things in the electives. Then there is a final semester, I think they are allowing for projects. So that's something is an angle in which the skilling followed by a project like IBM does, project-based learning and all. So that's something we can explore with the partners, and there are more partners going to come, like Salesforce or others. When they come, we'll be able to do that. Of course, Aditya is smiling, so he will get us also a few more projects. So the other thing is, I really liked what Vivek presented. The track seems to be, one is compute, one is digital transformation, one is analytics, one is on sustainability, one is on cybersecurity or trust. I think with those 5 buckets, I don't know, other panelists may voice their opinions. Under that, we can bucketize the course, because that's what has been the discussion. Sir, computing, which is all about, I mean, we'll borrow what Vivek had said. Second is digital transformation. This is how the industry is approaching towards projects. So if we align to that, we can always say that, we are preparing human resources. No, this is for more core bucket, sir. So we'll give that, sir. These are 2-3 points, sir. I thought I will bring it. Yeah. So next is analytics, AI and all, and then on sustainability solutions, and last is cyber security or trust oriented. I think we'll borrow what Vivek was saying. It's very nicely articulated, plus they are Deloitte, so obviously they'll be bringing the best in the industry. So.
Because nowadays government of Odisha is emphasizing how to introduce digital skilling courses in the curriculum. And looking to the varieties of courses, we take programs in computer science, AI, ML or IT, and to some extent electronics and communication engineering, it is not very difficult to accommodate some of the major digital courses, skilling courses in the curriculum. We can also there easier for us to introduce some of the courses in the minor also. But the problem lies with civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. So there we have to think of what are the digital skilling courses that has to be introduced for those students, so that the employability opportunity will enhance. At the same time, they have to have the core knowledge or whatever the knowledge in their discipline that should not be diluted, because on the other hand, we have to be sure some of the students must eligible for the GATE examinations. because most of the government sector jobs nowadays, including state government and also government of Odisha public sector undertaking, mandatory is GATE score. So we have to see that their core knowledge should be remain intact, and that is how some of the experts, while we have discussed the common curriculum at OU tier in the presence of McKinsey, it was a little bit elaborated, particularly in case of civil engineering, and there we cannot have a convergence how to include that, but we will see that these digital skilling courses to be included. So during internship period and also during project period, these partners, either Cisco or even Coursera or IBM, somehow we have to link through the concerned institute so that during internship they can have some knowledge on these courses, digital skilling courses, in addition to the courses which are offered by them through online platform or through your digital whatever the skilling platform. So how many courses, because they will give that certificates, lot of platforms are available, but it has to be reflected in the course curriculum, in the syllabus, so that students can opt it, and in that way he has a very domain knowledge, and in addition to that he has a skill based knowledge. And here, because all conclave we have invited those who are offering different type of courses, but who are the major recruiters, what is their requirement? Sashanka Babu has a lot of experience on that. What is the requirement of industry nowadays? So it has to be fine-tuned so that we are introducing the new curriculum, so that this must be up to date. And this curriculum be changed, not every 4 years, maybe every 2 years. Because sometimes in the BTech curriculum we have a mindset, once a curriculum is framed, it can be changed after 4 years. So we can change after 2 years, so that you can add a new technology or a new concept, so that we can match with the current developments in the technology. So that is how with that concept, tomorrow when we will finalize, we take this forward, see that the not only digital skilling courses will be introduced in whatever form, but also same time we also give equal emphasis on the core knowledge also.
The perfect point. Somewhere in the run for the cyber security, AI, ML, we have not touched upon. So we have a partnership with Autodesk. So Autodesk is all about core. It has got nothing to do with any programming or anything. It's all about designing, which I think mechanical, civil, in fact the electronics, electrical, if they want to do a PCB design, one should actually go and see how exactly the Fusion 365 works. Then there is also, we have a partnership with Dassault. In PLC Barampur, I think GC Kilgore, they are on the verge of doing it. So in all those COEs, we will have pure engineering, pure play engineering. And of course, Coursera also has quite a few courses. And if you're looking at for civil, I think you can always go to Bentley. Bentley has, now their licensing, all the model has been extremely relaxed as compared to 3 years back when they were approaching us. And we can look at setting up a center of excellence on Bentley, and it will also help you to get access to projects from OMC, IDCO. They don't have such kind of people because it simulates tunnels, it simulates bridges. So it will again not be the typical programming skills, but actually how the technology is going to digitally transform in the way those courses are going to be taught. So that angle of digital we can bring in, sir.
Yeah, regarding that center of excellence, because we are talking very often, as it appears, these two words sounds very nice to our ear. But while we are working on that, actually some difficulties are there in the operational mode at the institute level. And we have Center of Excellence, AIML, and already Siemens has a Center of Excellence at IIT Sarang, then they have some difficulty. And Bentley, what he has now noted, we have some difficulty at the initial phase, how to establish a Center of Excellence. So these Center of Excellence will be established, it will take time, but when we prep a curriculum, we have to keep in mind that the days are numbered in a semester. Your Center of Excellence establishment can be delayed for 6 months, but if you have to teach to the third semester students or fourth semester students, the calendar is fixed. We have to finalize within that calendar year period. So it is a time-bound program. So that we have to keep it an option. But in addition to that, these courses which are feasible and with a provision to change frequently, not only the nomenclature of the branch, but also the different courses, it has frequently changed, so that we can match with respect to time and our students can be equally be skilled, so that they can compete in all India examination, not only in the campus recruitment, but also other competitive examination also.
It's a trade-off between what we want to achieve. One, we want to achieve compliance, or one, we want to achieve alignment to industry and bring in the best. If we are going to do that, then operationalization of COEs is something which institute can make it flexible, sir. I think there are institutes like PMSC, they have done it beautifully, they're running it. I think OUTR did a fairly good job. I think it needs a little bit of oiling again. It's all about, and today as we speak, WSC is creating a center of excellence in 8 technologies, which include CNC, 3D printing and all this. And companies like Fujitsu, Hitachi, they are bidding for it. It's again, you'll have to do a little bit of deep dive and talk to certain users like Vivek from Deloitte. I mean, whatever RFPs or whatever we were doing, it was not just from an academic angle. I was trying to understand how the licensing model works. I know there are partners here, but I know where exactly the licensing model can come down. If you just simply go and talk to them, probably there you will have all those operational challenges, but a little bit of deep dive, we can do it. And now there are Odisha, Odisha scheme is there. So if there are right projects, government is ready to invest, and Principal Secretary ma'am has been made it amply clear in multiple locations. So I think that should not be a problem, but the sooner you bring in COEs, then your core branches, digital aspects can be very well handled.
So thank you. Here I have a request to the Vice Chancellor, not only BPUT, also other 2 Vice Chancellors, those who are absent here. Because nowadays if you look at the World Skill Center, whatever is established, all the facilities are given to polytechnic students.
So, it's a myth. Engineering students have also gone there. They have also graduated. It is about you. If you come back to World Skill Center and say that this is a program that we need to do, I'm sure Alka ma'am would be more than happy to do it.
Yes.
The mandate of World Skill Center is 1.5 people in next 5 years.
Yes.
This is a mandate. So, and you could see that they are running courses which are never thought of. They are doing prior learning trainings. People who don't have formal skilling but they are experienced, they are given prior learning certifications through a 1-month course. There is an entrepreneurial course. You look at SHGs. Today the SHGs are trained on beauty wellness. That was never part of the...
Sorry to interrupt you. So we are not talking SSG or those who are not unskilled. We are talking about BTech students. What is their aspiration? So you are starting some courses at World Skill Center, but
World Skill Center, the first batch had 10 BTech students.
yes, but
But it all depends what you go and talk to them. You can also do the same thing there.
no, sir, here World Skill Center is for the training, not for giving jobs. Okay. So, because he is telling, so we have to update our knowledge that since the facilities are there, so all the digital skilling courses or other courses, we can take some of these in collaboration with the and whatever other in the curriculum we can also introduce. But you have to publicize a little bit more for a degree students, I am saying.
No, sir, I think what we need to do is, with all they said in the framework is created. Okay. Partnering with IBM and problem when the certificate came, it said it's IBM skill build, they are certified. He never came back to me. He directly connected with the IBM guys and got it settled. I was not even aware of it till 5 minutes back when he was saying. So what OSD or government is going to prepare for you is create that platform. You can take the relationship to the next level. If you are having issues, that's where we come in. Because we are not experts in running what you are expert at. I mean, for example, with Cisco or with Coursera, it's you who can actually run the pedagogy or the exam systems and everything. It is very difficult for government to do that because government cannot even think on the practical problems which you will be facing on the ground. I'm sorry, I mean, this discussion was good enough because it brought out a lot of clarity. I mean, it all depends on how you want to partner with various institutes.
About the center, I am aware of it. Not only ITI and polytechnics, even engineering graduates. Many times even department, madam told that at least you take your faculty members, some of the students to World Skills Center to see what's happening there, right? Even, I mean, whatever Sasank mentioned about students got placed in Singapore and other places also, Dubai and other places. Because in meetings we used to discuss and of course we have not communicated to our faculty members and students regarding this. Of course we'll have a separate discussions all together about, because people recognize visa for World Skills Center. Morning I was mentioning you. They ask oh, Odisha, well, you have a World Skills Center. Even in Telangana, in Bangalore, in one program I was there, they talk about World Skills Center. That's why World Skills Center is famous in India, let me tell you very clearly. I think before any state, they talk about skill, but we started World Skills Centers, right? And then of course the non-Budlavan scheme, and we had been to non-Budlavan scheme with government representatives and others. Even Raghuji was also there for that, I mean, Pinaki was there, Gangadhar sir, he was there, and others were also. Anyway, let us stick to the kind of exercise we are planning to do. That we will take it, how to take the advantages of World Skills Center. I mean, we will take it forward. Let us hear from team and others. Like our mandate is very clear, whatever I was mentioning, whatever. But we have elective courses in all semesters, from 3rd semester onwards till 8th semester. Projects also, if we start from 7th semester onwards, it will be better. If you take the benefits of projects, even if the internship opportunity is there by the skilling partners, then that internship opportunities also we can take. Internship opportunity as well as projects. Projects will start little early. Even 8th semester they can submit it. So we can put it in the curriculum that 7th semester onwards they can start projects or internship in some semesters. That we can think of. Sir, introduce yourself.
Hello. Thank you, sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. So, right from the beginning, I was listening to whole discussion. That was a fantastic session, sir. Thanks to everybody, sir, for organizing this conclave. Sir, I have some input, sir, about the syllabus. As the director examination was telling, the syllabus should be uniform so far as the modules and credit points are concerned. Number two, sir, whatever we have discussed today and I learned, apart from the computer science and engineering, other branches should be given equal justice, sir, for skill-based courses. Maximum other branches means electrical, mechanical, and civil. The skill-based courses are not there in Coursera. Other NASCOM, of course, electronic subjects are there, but other courses are not there. Since, sir, I have taken the feedback from the student. Our student, those students, you can tell, sir, every student, they are telling, sir, we are interested in the core branch skill-based project, not fully computer-based courses. This is one point, sir. Of course, this is one of the greatest challenges, sir. Number three, I want to tell, sir, आम ओडिशा रे सर आमे देखिछु मैक्सिमम पेरेंट्स करो ना पिला मानकर फ्यूचर से माने कोन हेबे आइदर डॉक्टर हेबे नले इंजीनियर हेबे आ सर जेमति कहउतले डायरेक्टर एग्जामिनेशन सिलेबस ता टिके इजी हो अपील करके जाइछन्ते सर इंजीनियरिंग कोर्स और मेडिकल कोर्स केबे भी इजी हबो नाही इट विल बी टफ इंजीनियरिंग कोर्स इज ए टफ सब्जेक्ट सर ताको आमे इजी करि पारिबा नाही सर थर्ड पॉइंट हो सर 8 सेमिस्टर रे आमे खाली प्रोजेक्ट रखिछु मेजर प्रोजेक्ट जदी आमे इथरे थ्योरी पेपर किसी इंक्लूड करबो बेटर हबो काई ना आमे देखुछु हमर एवरेज स्टूडेंट 8 सेमिस्टर को माने इंपोर्टेंस दउ ना दे के कोडे पहिले सर कोर्स करिया पई से कोर्स को कोसने आमे करि पारिबा कोन मेजर प्रोजेक्ट हिसाब नै परुछु कि आमे किसी थ्योरी पेपर रखिबो से माने अटैच हे कि रहबे कॉलेज रे जोड़ा आमे देखु सर बर्तमान ट्रेंड आम ओडिसा जोड़ा चलছে नंबर सेकंड एरिया को माउस इवैल्यूएशन सिस्टम सर आम इवैल्यूएशन सिस्टम बीपीयूटी रे जहां अछि दैट इज सर कोठले क्वेश्चन टा के भी यूनिफॉर्म करा जाओ फ्लेक्सिबल करा जाओ पिला माने ने खुशी रे परीक्षा देबे किंतु सर मोर मत होछि व्हाई नॉट वी फॉलो द ब्लूम्स टैक्सोनॉमी clear cut देइछे हाउ द एग्जामिनेशन पेपर शुड बी ब्लूम्स टैक्सोनॉमी स्ट्रेट अछि सर इवन आपनकर नाक रे सर एनबीए रे भी आमे ब्लूम्स टैक्सोनॉमी ऊपर फोकस करूछु नंबर 2 इन आवर बीपीयूटी सिस्टम देयर आर 2 मिड टर्म एग्जामिनेशन केनो बीएसयूटी बुल्ला रे गोटे मिड टर्म एग्जामिनेशन होचे सेटा टिके आपण फोकस करिवे सर थैंक यू सर
good inputs. My point is so much see BPUT is a affiliating university, right? VSSUT and OET are as unitary universities. We have a lot of other constraints. Number of students are large in BPUT system. Of course, we will look into it, your suggestions. But 2 internal examinations converting to 1. See, they have made it 1, but they have continuous evaluation, every practical examinations, in between assignments, so many things are there. Anyway, we will look into it. Let us hear from the partner that what are the skill courses they have for civil engineering, mechanical engineering, for electronics and telecommunication, electronics and communication engineering and electrical engineering. Of course, Sasank ji has mentioned about Autodesk, right? Apart from Autodesk, any other skill courses you have, so that, because you know throughout India 90% students they opt for computer science and engineering. My statistics may be wrong, but 90% students, they opt for computer science and engineering, okay? So, even if electronics graduates, electrical graduates, they get a job in computer science engineering, isn't it? Most of them, they get a job even in electronics industries or electrical. They are completely automatized, they do it, and they require a person who knows computers. Due to that, a lot of computer courses, even skill courses are computer science engineering, right? I mean, that's the way they go about it, right? Of course, we'll try to hear from them that what are the other courses you can have. Do you have a course on VLSI embedded system? Do you have a course of any other, apart from Autodesk, any other course which fits to the need of other branches of engineering?
Okay, finally I've got hold of the mic. Okay, so I might take some time. Maybe I'll start by summarizing what everybody said in a way, and then I'll come towards what I have been asked for at the same time. One thing that all of us will agree to today is everything falls under the bucket of technology, right? Whether I'm an electrical engineer, I'm a mining engineer, I'm a civil engineer, or whichever branch I belong to, I will fall under the larger umbrella of technology, right? That's why I'm an engineer. Now, when I'm an engineer today, the first important thing is to learn what is picking up in the market as a skill, not only for job, but to survive in the job, right? So if in case generative AI is picking, so I think that's why everybody has been talking about it. So I'm going to go to the core branches, so don't feel I'm not going there. So generative AI, for example, is something which is very important irrespective of which branch I am from. So I am also sure of the fact that all of us will agree to this. If in case there's anybody in this room who feels generative AI is not required, please feel free to raise your hand and debate about it. I'm open for that debate, and I think majority of the panelists here would agree to that. That's step one. Now step two is to segregate each of these branches, right? I think all of us have been talking about it. All of you separately also in our conversations one-on-one with the Coursera team and with me have spoken about this. So create a bucket for computer science. These are the options. I think Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir mentioned about it in the first session for the day. Now moving on to the core branches. And I have got the feeler now in last few minutes that all of us have agreed that computer science, IT के लिए सबके पास तो है, but वो बेचारा mechanical engineer जो है, civil engineer जो है, उसके पास कुछ नहीं है. So let me give you a little context, and then I'll answer this question of core branches. So when we work with companies like L&T, so L&T is one of our biggest customers in India today. So the employees of L&T do their learning on Coursera today. So it gives me a lot of input as a company, as a platform. What is a company like L&T doing, which is core company, right? It's not something, so I'm not talking about L&T Infotech. I'm talking about L&T. So a company which has its books full of orders of what? Smart cities. For next years to come. That's where the stocks are also picking for them. So this is something that every civil engineer across the state should pick, to start with smart cities as a specialization. Now when we are talking about smart cities, it's not only about infrastructure, it's also about learning smart grids. So it's technology plus core that every engineer has to learn. When we look at electrical engineers, we all have been talking about digital manufacturing, so they have to learn that. At the same time, they will have to do electric vehicle designing also. So all these courses are there. So what the team at Coursera has done, and I think they just was speaking to Sir Yu and to Dr. Kuntia as well, so they have created these buckets based on, for every core engineering branch, for computers also and otherwise also. One of the most popular things which I have not heard since morning, and I thought I will hear about it, is water resource management. That is one subject which is picking up globally really well, right? Sorry? Sustainability. And one thing that I really liked about was in the last presentation that I think Vivek was doing from Deloitte. Harsh is not here from our implementation partners, so Harsh comes from Deloitte only. So he was sharing about that this is what we follow in grid, as a grid in Deloitte. So even if we go by suggestion that you made, that these are the 4 buckets, so you will have courses for each of the branches also for that matter. Whether it's sustainability, you are looking at SDGs or anything else as well. Now going back to original things, I think my team has also put in a lot of work. So we were talking about smart city and infrastructure planning for the civil or mining engineers. At the same time, water resource engineering, as we spoke about smart grid technologies moments back. Then even if we move to say electrical and electronics, that's another branch, right? We all are looking at. So there are digital signal processing, electric vehicle I spoke about, there is optical engineering, semiconductors. So there is a lot of that has been curated. What we have done for BPUT and for other universities that we are working with in Odisha and beyond it, beyond the borders of Odisha as well, across country, is we are curating what you are looking at. So if in case your vision is to look at minors, we are creating, we're curating the pathways for that. If in case you are looking at those electives, professional or open electives for your computer science as well as other branches, we are creating or curating pathways for them as well. So there are subjects to answer what you were mentioning. And to go back to, I think you mentioned about projects in the final year, right? Ramya in her presentation had put up a slide where she had mentioned these 40 plus different job roles, what we call as digital job roles. What we did today, what we did earlier is we put all these job roles, what we internally call as digital job roles for freshers, for career starters. And we activated something called as Career Academy for all the students in Odisha, okay? Which typically is focusing on only one thing, capstone projects at the end of those professional certifications. So that will give those projects also that you were talking about in final year of engineering or the pre-final year of engineering as well. Anything in specific that you would want me to answer, I'll be happy to answer, or if in case I missed something, you guys can also add. Anything in specific that you would want me to add in terms of the curriculum or the content which is available? And before Sir adds, all this content that I'm talking about is, while as it is, I think Sir mentioned about Bloom's taxonomy. So anything that you see on Coursera today has been curated based on Bloom's taxonomy, absolutely. So there's nothing beyond it. When we started working under NUA, one of the first officers, government officers who came across and met me during that 8th December event was Mr. Pinaki Patnaik. I'm sure all of you know who he is. He said, Aditya, baki bacche khush hain, teachers khush hain honge, main sabse zyada khush hu. I asked him why. He said, because when I got it earlier, these are the courses I've done, and now I'm going to do more courses. Because as leaders, be it academic leaders or otherwise, if in case you know what is you're learning yourself, that's where you'll be able to impact, have a larger impact. Yes, sir. Do you need a mic?
So you talked about water resource and management. So you think we are running a PG course. We are having 10 to 15 subjects, and it is a very vast subject. And if you go for training in one course, it is not practically feasible, and through online also. So that is my suggestion. So if you are taking one course, water resource management is not a single thing, it is a complex many things. If you ask me, I can elaborate. It comes under applied hydrology, ground hydrology, many things are there. Because I don't know about your specialization or your master's, because PhD, but I can tell about water resource management 2 hours continuously. So when you are talking about that could not be in one semester and one online course platform. If you are teaching theory, your system cannot teach better than our system, because we do have 10 specialization, we do have subjects, that is main focus. So if you are additionally, we may go for that, but my suggestion is that if you are going to one subject, one specialization, you can tell robotics, you can take any line, that is not feasible, because you are talking water management, 10, 12 subjects are there, under that. So can you elaborate with me? I can also defend with you. Can you tell what are the content of that course? You are training L&T courses. We are also training L&T courses. Many courses are coming to BSc.
In case you are an expert in water management, I may not be.
No, I am asking that. So when you training syllabus, your system Coursera should think about that. When they are training syllabus or subject, they should talk about 10 things. Not a word what is running sustainability, not a major issue. So that is not I am telling you directly to you. Your system should think.
Perfect.
Another thing.
A question to ask. Can I ask you a question?
You talked, second thing, You talked about online system, because online system we do have many experiences. So whenever, during the discussion, because you do many things more than me, I am also one field, so you are having, so that is not a separate issue. My point of contention is that whenever we are teaching online, our feedback is less. So if you attract them by teaching some practical things, that will be better. Because if you go for theoretical things like us, so you cannot compare our system.
So that's where Shashank sir said projects, right? I said
Project, okay. Project, oh, if you take, I will tackle you too. Because in project, no, I'm telling you, project,
Wait. Just let me tell you. Just wait. I understood your concern. See, Coursera, Cisco, give the mic. Coursera, Cisco, they are all proven, right? They are proven. The skill-oriented courses, we try to keep it. See, you talk about artificial intelligence, it can be 100 hours, or it can be taught in 20 hours also. Whatever is required for industry. Do you think only engineering graduates are suitable for Infosys, Wipro, TCS and other company? A science graduate, arts graduate, a commerce graduate with 2 months of training program, 3 months of training program by Infosys, Wipro and TCS, they can do much better work than engineering graduates. Let me tell you quote unquote, right? See, whenever you are giving a industry requirement, see most of them are available in the industry nowadays, mostly in IT industries. The requirements in IT industries are huge. They take a lot of graduates, engineering graduates. Now they've gone to science, +3 science. They go there and take +3 graduates. With 2 months of training, they are doing an excellent job, much better than engineering graduates. Let us try to understand. Coursera, Cisco, NASCOM, they have modeled the curriculum. I was Campus Connect, okay? I was training their course for a long time on behalf of Infosys, right? I know, see, how to define a variable, they have a standardized. For something you will say, A is a variable, B is a variable. No, how to define a variable? What is whenever you are defining, it should be at par with, it should be like what you are expected to do. That's the kind of variable name we should give. I mean, there are so many other things. See, my point here is, whatever is required in water resource engineering, okay, as a water resource engineering experts, right, your students to whom you are giving training for 2 years or 4 years, less job, but number of job requirements are very less. Whatever Aditya is mentioning about water resource engineering, even a computer graduates can understand the water resource engineering developed by them, right? Some kind of introductory so that they can work in that projects. A mechanical graduates, electronics graduates, without knowing computer science, they are doing IT job. With 2 months of training program in computer programming skills, they are doing IT job, okay? If you are giving a graduates with Oracle training, they are doing that, lot of things they are doing there. Let me tell you, I was leading a project in NAC. Our platform was PHP with Laravel framework. I have taken nine students, graduates. I have taken not engineering graduates. I have taken science graduates, arts graduates, science graduates I have taken. We have given training on PHP Laravel framework. They were working a much better job. Nine graduates we have taken. My point here is, you can build a water resource engineer who will do
lot of good work, okay? Okay, maybe like a Hirakud Dam, he will construct like a Hirakud Dam, but Aditya is not talking about building that. Aditya is talking the industry, and whatever they have done, whatever the curriculum they have developed, it's not that they have developed, they have done lot of inputs they have taken from industry. I'm sure lot of inputs they have taken from industry for developing the courses, Coursera, NASCOM, Cisco, whatever the courses they have developed, they have not developed just like that. Today, Girish was talking about from Q Spiders, Girish was talking about, Girish, when I was there in Bangalore, I had close contact with Girish and I had been to his center. Whatever number he was telling today, every 3 minutes he is giving a job. I had gone to their center. I could see there are a lot of students, thousands of students doing projects. Thousands of students, they are doing a lot of good work. I asked him that how, see, he said that this is industry requirements. Same thing we are teaching to the students. So he is collecting industry requirements. Like that, with that only they have developed the curriculum. So that we are planning to give it to our students. Right, so that they will get benefit out of it. Those skill courses only they will get a job. Those skill courses only they will get a job. If you go on teaching, see, I'll tell you one thing. I was a COBOL programmer long back. Any program you give within no time, I will solve a COBOL programming. Those days, railway reservation system and all that. If you stick to that, no, you should have COBOL because COBOL is important. Morning itself I told. During those days, right, if you tell that, no, this is important, no, we can't. Okay? Lot of development in the industry. Industry requirements we need to find out. Dr. Mahanti spoke about that if the industry after 2 years, 3 years, I said that again Coursera, Cisco, let them come with different courses, we'll include that also. Maybe some courses, whatever is not required, minor, we'll omit it. We can put those courses. That's the idea. Okay? See, graduates from affiliated colleges, we know, because I will tell you, lot of BPUT students, they are doing much better work, they are in a very senior positions. Those kind of platform we give it to the students, so that they will take up those courses. How they will how they will take minor courses, that is my responsibility. As a Vice Chancellor, I will see that each student will take minimum 2 minor courses. I will take that responsibility. Holding different programs, where I will conduct a quiz, NASCOM quiz, Cisco tech events, Cisco, lot of things I will do it in the university, so that they will, every time they will understand what is the beauty of those courses, right? That's the idea. I mean,
Sir, actually, sir, just 2 minutes. Sir.
Today these IT companies don't hire just for coding. Engineering services vertical, which only looks at people with mechanical engineers to work on product life cycle management, which I was talking in the morning. And the customers are none other than Volvo, Ford Motors, Audi. Now, a general computer science guy cannot go and do that because they will not understand how an IC engine works, how an EV works, and the designs will be flawed. So it's no more the point of code. Like for example, if an L&D construction ECC wants to hire civil engineering students, if the civil engineering students understand business information management or how a tunneling is modeled and all, the chances of getting the job there is faster. I mean, all these IT companies are no more IT companies. They are saying they are IT companies, but they are actually now doing everything, sir, in terms of the transformation.
No, sir, actually fully agree with what Sasank sir has said. Even the IT companies are hiring professionals from core fields, and as far as the credibility of the different organizations who are actually offering training, we cannot question their credibility. And what even Sasank sir earlier said, that the competitors of the BTech graduates, our polytechnic students, ITI people, and the major advantage that we are getting, that still majority of the European Union countries and US, they do not recognize 3-year BTech degree. Now with introduction of the NEP, once the 4-year courses are there, the students graduating in physics, mathematics, statistics, they will be major competitors to our computer science students. I don't have any problem about this. As far as the courses are concerned also, they are all good courses. My point of contention is that we have to employ the students belonging to core branches also. Even in our institute, sir has told 90%, it may not be 90%, but around 70 to 75% students who are admitted into any college do belong to computer science branch. And the problem is that 20 years ago, the credit was around 216, 220. Now it has come to 160. So majority of the core subjects are now eliminated. Now, the students who are graduating from our institute, even some of the students, one year I found that as many as 5 students from Silicon Institute, which was our affiliated college, has now become a university, got through the UPSC engineering service examination. But all of them have tried hard. They have actually went to Hyderabad or Delhi to take training, and after that they got placed. So we should also ensure that all these courses, they do not eat into the subjects of mechanical and civil engineering. If additional subjects are given, definitely we are very happy. And what actually Bishwal sir has said, that it will be very, very important for all of us to see that students do get some subjects. So if it is a non-credit paper and we create that awareness, then that would be very, very, to begin with. Subsequently, those courses may be incorporated, but to begin with, we should have some non-credit papers. Now, non-credit paper has got its own advantage and disadvantage. Advantage is that they are getting a certification, or they are getting exposed to a particular subject without spending a single penny. Disadvantage is that whenever non-credit papers are introduced, students do take it very casually.
Non-credit, we have not talked about non-credit courses. You have mistaken. I have not discussed about non-credit
No, sir,
courses.
you have not discussed. Actually, Bishwal sir actually suggested.
Non-credit, BPUT, we will not take non-credit courses. We will take only credit courses. So, let me tell you,
Sir.
for core branches, you take some course from SWAYAM and PTEL. Okay? Whatever they provide, we will take. Let us give options to SWAYAM and PTEL courses.
Sir.
Lot of courses are available. Mechanical engineering, lot of courses are available. Electronics engineering.
Sir.
Lot of courses are available.
Sir.
SWAYAM and NPTEL courses you can include as minor for the other branches of engineering.
Sir.
Okay? Let me have 10, 12, 13 or 15 courses, buckets. Any students can opt for, only we will write for mechanical engineering, computer science engineering is not allowed to take these courses because there is a prerequisite for mechanical engineering and civil engineering.
Sir.
Okay? The circuit branch students cannot opt those minor. Of course, NEP talks about multidisciplinary, they can take those courses. If it is not suitable, because of prerequisite, we'll tell computer science and circuit branch students not to take up those courses. A lot of courses are available apart from Coursera, apart from Cisco, NASCOM and IBM and all that. Okay, is that clear to all of you?
Sir.
See, the idea is very clear. We will give different items. We'll give different items, vegetable different items, non-vegetarian different items. Whoever wants to take vegetarian, let them take. Whoever wants to take paneer, mushroom and all that, they can take. That's the idea. As a university, will provide all kind of flexibility to the students. I have understood the concern about core branches. NPTEL, SWAYAM, lot of courses are available. Identify the core branches, you can sit with them, you can include those courses from SWAYAM and NPTEL as a minor. Okay?
Sir, may I give him one chance, last chance? Madam, okay. Sir, because it is sibling, because I may be given last chance. Okay. my civil part, so that's why I've continued. Okay. Sir, can I say?
See the building. I want the civil engineer students to go and see the building. That is more skill-oriented courses, practical skill-oriented courses. How many of your student has gone that building and check what is the cement, sand, and what is the plastering, and what is the map? What is that map? What is that map? Planning, and whether they are going ahead with planning. I want to know from our Shiva Mishra, who is director in charge, CUPGS, Deputy College, to know that how many times our Bibhuti Babu has taken student to the building and check the quality of constructions and whether it is at par with the planning. I want to know from him. I want to know from you. First Sarmila, then I want to know from you.
Sir, actually, I come from management and humanities. So one thing which was which was striking me was engineering, management, they happen to be skill-based courses. We talk about competency development or competency building whenever we talk of engineering or when we talk of, say, management or medical or any such sciences. And therefore, I was slightly puzzled that why are we actually talking about a curriculum plus a skill development? Because our curriculum should incorporate skill plus the skills that we are borrowing from either Cisco or from Coursera or from other platforms should be a gap building measure. Because sir, I beg to differ from what you said. You said every 2 years also we can change the curriculum. That would rather show that we are very short-sighted. We are not envisaging what's going to happen in another 5 years' time or 10 years' time. So that becomes a question mark on the university itself because the curriculum will change after every 1 year or 2 years. Rather, I would suggest that we have a basket or we have a research and development wing like Coursera partnering us or Cisco partnering us or Microsoft partnering us, giving us what is required at that moment for our students. And that would be rather a more of a gap building measure. This could come as either a credit course or a minor course or whatever. I think that can be discussed tomorrow as well. But for me, I think every time we talk of engineering or management studies, it's unlike humanities. These are all skill-based courses. And therefore, our curriculum should have a component of skill, whatever may be the subject. Say, for example, if I just take an example of management, if I'm talking about human resource management, minus a human resource laboratory or a human resource lab, perhaps the course is incomplete. If my student does not know how to design a performance appraisal system, he or she cannot claim to be a human resource manager. If my student is unable to design a training and development calendar, perhaps he or she is not doing justice to the MBA course itself. So similarly, I think I would think that people from the engineering background will also empathize, saying that what just now Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir said, if a civil engineer is unable to understand what is the basic standard vis-a-vis what is the substandard material, then perhaps he or she is not an engineer by profession. So that's my submission to this August platform. Thank you.
Ma'am, one small thing.
I suggested that we must actually go through and
So just a,
Sir has never said
just a quick point.
2 years.
Really appreciate what you said. And this is amazing when you say this because that's how the world is moving. I'll share a small example before I pass it to Director Sir. I think we have kept him waiting for long, so sorry for that. But a year back, the world was talking about metaverse, right? So people were flocking around Coursera to pick courses on metaverse. Today, world is talking about generative AI, so everybody is, so what universities are doing globally with Coursera is they're looking at plug and play mechanism. What is relevant today, yeah. amazing. So thank you for learning on Coursera, one. But that's what is the regular practice. That is how every institute, every university has to evolve. What is relevant today, we should be able to add that to the curriculum and offer it to the students. So what we do is we exactly follow that pedagogy, that what is relevant for students, what is relevant for the industry people, that's what should come to you. And when we are working with your team here, Vidushi was earlier here when she was talking about these course mappings. So her team works on this, that what is relevant today in industry, नौकरी से मिलेगा कल को, और क्या चल रहा है market में. So they help plug those gaps and bring that content. Director sir, over to you sir.
Sir, one thing, sir, what I understand the difference between the curriculum and the skill. Curriculum means the specific content through which we are giving, teachers are giving knowledge to the students. But skill is the ability of the student to solve the problem in the society. If student is able to understand the problem and solve the problem by doing the coding or practically assessing the problems and by getting the knowledge and hands in practice, it is able to solve the problem. In small example, if the electrical student is unable, we may give the smart grid teaching and various the subjects in the electrical engineering. If graduate student or postgraduate student is unable to identify or know why there is a big hole in the socket, and that means student is not skilled. He may score 9.5 CGPA, 9.6 CGPA, but he is not skilled, and the core industry, they may not accept that student because he is not skilled. He may score good mark. Skill means students should be able to solve the problem in the society. That means he is skilled, and he will give the only theoretical teaching, and the student will understand, and student will write in the examination, and student and the industry when will go for employment, and the core industry, they will not accept the student, and he will accept a student having the secured marks in having 8.5 CGPA. In that case, we cannot say that our 9.5 CGPA student is skilled, because student, if he is skilled, why your core industries are not accepting the students? So you have to, my submission is, you have to make the student in such a way that in the university or in a college, there should be God's knowledge in the practical field, so that they will get opportunity to, they will get the job in the core sector or in different sector, even if they are in the IT sectors.
Thank you.
If some students are having some knowledge and unable to do the programming, and the IT industry may not accept that student. He may score good marks.
See, I want a fundamental questions, right? When there is a full sound here, why these blocks are falling down? I want from my civil engineering faculty members and students. Yesterday I was trying to find out in a mini auditorium, I want to put air condition, 1.5 ton, 2 ton. I was trying to find out what is the size, what is the capacity of my transformer. Whether it will allow that I should put 6 AC with 2 ton 6 AC. I want this from faculty members of electrical engineering. What is the remedy of this? If an assistant engineer from government IDCO, if they can see, I have problem with my hostel. I want to, that some repairing work. OETR in the Board of Management, they have approved that concerned professor in charge, they can do 5 lakhs work. Same thing I am going to do with BPUT. My professor in charge civil engineering should be in a position to do the repair work. Why I should depend on IDCO? Why I should depend on R&D? They are assistant engineer, BTech. My professor is MTech from IIT, PhD from IIT. They can't do it. I want those kind of things in the university. Okay? Tomorrow you ask why these blocks are coming down. Why should I call somebody from Bhubaneswar to find out the fault here? Okay? That I want to know from the professors, from the students.
See, it's a advantages for all the students of civil engineering to go and see that building. Our Professor Siva Misra will explain now how many times his department of civil engineering, along with professor, they've gone and seen the building, they find out the fault and what kind of exercise they've done it. I want to know that, that's the advantages now.
No, sir, they have gone, our civil department, civil engineering department.
So on the paper diagram I am answering.
Opportunity, let him answer. My point here is, whether you have come with some fault, I will get a committee, they will find out hundreds of faults there. I will get a committee where they will find out hundreds of fault. How many times you have visited when this particular, you know what is pot and CPM? This AC is not working. They have not handed over this building, right? This AC they have installed without this building. Again I have to spend 1 crore or 50 lakhs for this AC. What you people are doing here? What you people are doing here, tell me? I can't spend money from BPUT. What is this? You have studied what is PUT and what is CPM? Critical path methods and PUT. It's your responsibility. Every pie of the university is our money. Simply we can't throw the money like this. My point here is, when this has started, when I came here only, I mean, we have done a lot of changes. Civil work, electrical work. How can you just electrical work, AC, without completion of civil work? 3-4 years back they tested. How many years back they tested? During COVID time, 4 years back they have tested and they have taken the payment. Now it's not working. It's our responsibility. That's important. Only what the book, it is there. Whatever we are talking now, this is one of the skill that the people should know, the skill before completing civil work, not start the electrical, they cannot hand over, they cannot simply hand over. It is the responsibility of each and every one of the university. I take the responsibility, if I am not there, even if I was not there, I take the responsibility and blame that it is a mistake of the universities that again I have to spend so much of money for repairing that AC, centralized AC. That is my concern. That is skill, attitude, okay? Outcome-based education says after graduations, the skills, competencies, knowledge, attitudes, behavior, they complete first year to second, third year to final year, okay? Right.
The fact that when we are talking about minor courses, unlike computer science based subjects, when you talk of the core engineering branches, we have very less number of choices. But again, there is a point, we are actually not aware, or we have to update ourselves, we have to educate ourselves. Let me clarify that we have to educate ourselves. There are several subjects that we do not know. For example, it is not just water resource engineering and civil engineering. There can be a subject like GIS. It can be a very, it can be a very good subject for a minor. So there several examples may be there, probably we do not know. So what we want from our Coursera people, that they should educate us or we should approach them, okay? And I think we will definitely get several sub-subjects for minor courses in civil engineering, in electrical engineering, and in other non-core branches, non-core branches. So that's the point number one, but the fact is that at present, we know lesser number of minor courses which are available and we have to upgrade. It is unlike the computer science subjects. So that's an area where we have to update ourselves. So we expect that the Coursera people or other, they will help us out in that regard. As sir has told that third semester onwards, we'll try to include skill-based courses. Again, here, as far as computer science is concerned or computer science related branches are concerned, we have plenty of choices. Actually, we know a lot of discussion is all about that, but as far as core branches are concerned, probably it is there and we do not know. Okay, for example, in electrical engineering, a course on photovoltaics can be a very, elective course, very popular elective course, and probably we are not aware of that. And I'm sure that similar course would be there available in Coursera or even NPTEL. So let us update ourselves to make a list of the minor courses for the core engineering branches. But as entire day's discussion, we have found that there are so many courses available in minor as far as computer science related branches are concerned. That's one point. Now, one thought came that it has to be a dynamic syllabus, right? So every 2 years, it should be updated. So it's not actually, madam, it's not that every 2 years if it is getting updated. So actually, suppose 2023 batch, the syllabus goes up to 2027, and 2024 it is going up to 2028. So if it is getting updated after 2 years, actually the end will come in the 2019. So it's fairly okay that every 2 years we can update. And as sir has told, let us update keeping whatever the old is there, let it be there. So we can have our more, resources available. So that's another point. So my point would be, from today's discussion, we would expect that a set of courses, so that we'll be able to frame the buckets for the minor courses, again in computer science related, which would be easier, but we have simultaneously we should try for collecting the courses for the core, typical core branches, where the most of the main concern is about the minor courses in core branches. So for that, we do expect that Coursera people will help us out for finding or updating. I will say, it will also, I will tell that educate us in that way. We don't have any problem that we get educated in that way. So please educate us in that way to compile a course, minor courses. Okay. So only then with the framework, as the Director of Curriculum has with us, tomorrow we can sit up and we can fit into whatever the courses are there, and that can be a first round of, first version of the syllabus. I think, sir, that is my point.
Good, wonderful suggestions. I'll just give a solution to that. Why Coursera will suggest you, I'll give a solution who will do what. Coursera, Cisco, they are all vegetarian, they are all veg biryani they have. If you want to have chicken biryani, you have to go to another shop, find out. From Swayam, NPTEL, Mukherjee will find out, from civil engineering, mechanical, sit with Mukherjee and find out for other core branches of engineering. Okay? If they are not offering, suppose, Autodesk is there, but other courses, photovoltaic, is talking about water resource engineering. Okay? See, market demand is, whenever they are developing courses, based on the market demand, based on the industry demand, If you want to, there are a lot of courses available in SOM and PTEL, non-vegetarian, you can take from there. You take the responsibility, where is Kuntia, call Kuntia. You take the, both of you take the responsibility of identifying the codes, Kuntia Gudakanto, identifying the codes for core branches of engineering, and anybody else you would like to help also, you can help. Okay, Kuntia, Professor Misra and Professor Mukherjee will help you out in identifying the core courses. Age minor, okay? Age minor for your, mechanical minor is computer science only. What minor you want in mechanical engineering? Because this is the idea of minor is computer science engineering, they can take some courses on mechanical engineering, electronics engineering, data science they want, they can take. You are talking about mechanical minor. Who will take that mechanical minor? Who will take mechanical minor, you tell me? Civil minor, who will take?
Other than civil, the core circuit branches.
Circuit branches. You identify the codes. Of course, you identify both of you, you note down. Tomorrow you invite both of them. They should identify the codes for core branch of engineering, including our board of studies, combined board of studies. Okay? You are a professor, you should identify. Why you are asking Coursera to help me out? No, why they will help you out? Whatever dishes they have, they will give. This is my dish, this is my dish. If you want, you take, otherwise don't take. Isn't it? Whatever dishes they have, that only they have, we have invited them to explain what you are offering. This is your offering. Okay, if you like, you take it. If you don't like, don't take, go to another shop. Exactly. Sasankji, why I am telling this, let me tell you. 4.5 years I was working in a project, real-time project. Same project I have explained to Japanese, I have explained to many companies. I visited, invited me because the graduates, when they were giving training to the freshers, soon after recruitment, they invited me to explain the kind of projects we have done it. Okay, so I used to, this Bala Tyagarajan and his brother Krishna Tyagarajan, top 10 data scientists in the world. Krishna Tyagarajan is a Virtusa, Satyam, he was there in Satyam, brother of Bala Tyagarajan. I had been to, Bala is brother of Krishna. I had been to his house. Both brothers stay in, now he's there in Virtusa. Virtusa is giving a center of excellence to us in BPUT. Okay. They are hurried to give center of excellence, but we are not that quick in getting center of excellence from Virtusa. Let me tell you. My point is, I interacted with many of the corporate leaders in Bangalore during my stay in Bangalore, right? So whatever they talk, it makes some sense. Whatever you talk about skilling, it makes some sense. Okay, due to that, because our graduates, I could see Q spiders, lot of Odisha, students from Odisha, they are line up Q spiders. I had been to his center. Girish has invited me to his center. No, they have got a software company also. Testantra is software. Girish has gone to US to invest in US companies. To invest, right? Let them study here. Girish wanted to give free of cost to our students, let me tell you. Somewhere else. Exactly, exactly. Huh. Premium. See, I had been to his center. Students are taking training in one place. Recruitment is going on. So, yeah, let me tell you, one company they told me, you have any girl student, we will give training and we will place them. Okay, I mean when I joined, some of my friends, good company, I'm not telling the name of the company. Let me Cisco and Coursera is not running after us. Sasank, correct me if I am wrong. They are not running after us. They are not running after us, isn't it? Okay? So we try to incorporate because our graduates will get a job. Our graduates will get a better job. Other states they have started doing, some of the states they have started. Odisha is named for, Odisha has a name because of a World Skill Center. If you do not think about skill in Odisha, in the universities, you will find our students will go to XYZ centers in Hyderabad, in Bangalore for getting a job. 3 months, 4 months. Q Spider requested me, I will give training free of cost and I will place the students.
So may I complete, sir? Sir, one last, sir, because civil, okay. So I want, sir, I have been, so I have been misunderstood actually. No, sir, no, I might be, my view is that when Coursera is signing MOU with us, Coursera can design some courses like us, and we can start from them, and directly jumping into some courses, our style they can manage. That is my feedback is that. Because directly teaching water management, instead of that, you can start from applied hydrology, step by step we go. That is my opinion actually. This is my suggestion actually. Directly teaching a graduate engineer and a continuing engineer is different.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, and after all of your inputs and all, so finally I'd like to tell you that core, what we are studying is like a bread, and the skills which we are learning from all of these industries is like a toppings which we are adding on a sandwich. So the worth of the sandwich is the combination of the subjects which you already have and the industry skills which we are getting from the industries, like bridging gap, as madam is telling. So we have to bridge the gap between the industry and the curriculum. So this is something where we all are focusing on this, where the actual essence of your core is needed for a student, and then the industry skills, what the industry is looking at. The combination of both is the curriculum which I think you're designing now. So this is a great initiative. And coming to the grey market, which Shashank sir is telling, our Cisco courses in Amirpet, they are, when I learned Cisco CCNA, I paid 30,000-40,000 as a fees for the class, and then certification is another 36,000 at the time, I think. Overall 70,000-80,000 I have spent to learn this course, and right now we are offering this course for free of cost. The CCNA is free of cost for the students. There is a lot of change in the education system in the last 5-6 years. So, and a day comes, irrespective of branch, irrespective of job you are doing, you need to learn something. Recently there is a huge layoff happened in IT. So one of my professor, his daughter got laid off in a company, and he asked me to check whether they can change the decision. I checked with their manager, and he told us that she is not having the ability to learn new things. So that's why we have laid off her. So there is a day where, irrespective of your age, irrespective of your education, irrespective of your core, you need to learn things to survive in the market. So that day will come. Very soon we will see it in next 2, 3 or 4 years. So we have to make our students ready to learn irrespective of their branch things. And coming to the cyber security and core skills like programming and all, so they are like life skills nowadays. Like cyber security is no more a technical skill, it's a life skill. So everybody need to be aware of cyber security. Irrespective of branch, they need to have some data privacy. Whether you're an engineer, you're a banker, you're an IT professional, you need to have some privacy in your job. You should not expose all the confidential data to everyone. So these are the life skills. So hope the content we have, our curriculum, our syllabus is ready. So we'll give you all those content. Your board can decide where it actually fits for your students, for which year student, which course fits. We'll be with you, we'll help you, we'll guide you in explaining our content to you tomorrow. So all the best. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. One quick thing. While as we will share the discuss the way Honorable Vice Chancellor suggested, to come back and say, हमको ये दो नहीं चाहिए, हमको ये दो और चाहिए. Sir was mentioning about geospatial sciences, so it's part of recommendations. It is there already on course. So I understand having 10,000 different courses sound really tough to navigate through. It's like an ocean, right? So if in case you feel what is being recommended, please feel free to come back and say, suggest something else, or else tell us the thing that you want a course on. we'll be more than happy to support there. How we typically work with universities is we ask them for their vision, we ask them what are the subjects that you want your students to do, because it is your vision, you know your students better, right? You are the ones who are leading the university and directing it to the next level. So we see that suggestion, those suggestions coming in, and then we make those recommendations. So this is what we are going to share today is going to be the first set of recommendations, but please feel free to add, subtract, and come back and say 2 more things to be added, 10 more things to be added. Maybe we would want to expand this further. So we can do all of that, for sure. Ramya, do you want to add something anywhere? There's a mic there. I saw you coming, so I thought maybe you would want to add
So what
something.
I wanted to place before everybody here as well as in the audience is that as next steps, right, there's a lot of work to be done now. What we have shown you today is which are the areas in which we think a university like yours should include on minors, electives, etc. We're going to be sharing very detailed spreadsheets on what those courses are, what skills they develop, what level of skill it is, how many hours of content is there, with our recommendations. I would request Kuntia sir to go through it and then try and fit this into your credit framework. Please reach out to us with either inputs like Aditya said, saying ki for civil mechanical, do you have these 2 topics? I don't see it in the spreadsheet. We will see if we do have, we will share that with you. Or if you have any questions on how these courses are given out to students, please reach out to us. I want to make sure that you're all aware that we are going to be supporting in the next steps of detailing, because you have to take it to your BOS tomorrow. So please do reach out to us. We're going to be sending our spreadsheets like the gentleman from Cisco here said with the syllabus. We will send it all out to you and then reach out to us if you have any queries so that this becomes actionable. The conclave is just a starting point for implementing VC sir's vision. So we're happy to support you with all the detailing as well.
Truly speaking, no branch is nowadays a core. All are interdisciplinary in one way or another. In civil engineering, we can find the application of virtual reality or augmented reality also. And artificial intelligence, machine learning, all are well established. So my suggestion is which course you are offering, that they can be and they will be useful for us. Like I can give you an example of virtual reality, where we are constructing some road in hillside. We can have application of virtual reality so that we can see there and we can see how we can construct so that there will be less loss to the less casualty, less loss before going to the construction. There it can be done. So my suggestion, you can blend all those courses which you are offering to include more case studies from these core engineering fields. That will be effective for those core branches and also it will be attractive to the students. That's all.
I'm passing the mic, just wanted to add one thing. It should be attractive to the students and to the industry as well, right?
Just an example, Cisco, we know it was an electronics company creating devices. Trust me, whatever I have spoken with the direct sales partners who have supplied us in World Skill Center, they are saying their investment in software is 70% today and hardware is on 30%. Because there is something called software defined networks, which probably in a government officer we have implemented in World Skill Center. So sitting here, I can control the entire network of World Skill Center. So there is, whether we like it, don't, but there is a heavy element of software because the intelligence is added, and intelligence can be added through software.
So, hello. So, change, we have to accept. For change, it needs transformation, and for that transformation, we have to change the curriculum, and it has to be balanced with the curriculum with the skill courses. So, in principle, government has a mandate to change the curriculum as per the demand of the hour. And the university in principle has also accepted that to to change the curriculum, looking to the need of the industry, and these partners are encouraging us what are the courses that is running so that they improve the employability of the students. So the experts, they utilize the bucket of courses for different branches and the syllabus. Long deliberation process, the concerned board of studies, they will take the input from the different platforms where details are available, and with their expertise, they can do the detailing, and hopefully with the process, this system, whole system will be transformed. It is to all the colleges, and normally technology is changing very fast rather than whatever we think. So in that light, we have to have an open mind to accept the changes.
See, I'll give you simple examples. When I was a professor in Burla, I was PIC professor in charge of internet. Always when there is a fiber cut, okay, why I should always depend on those experts? You purchase a OTDR machines to find out from where the problem was. Let me tell you, it's a ring network, but ring means logical ring, physical, both the tables they put in the same place. When there is a cut, if there is a cut, you get it from other sources. That's the idea. But both at the same place, and the color code of that pipe, both are same color. How do you know whether it is in pipe or out pipe? When there is a cut, both are cut. So there will not be internet connectivity. Logical ring, physically both at the same place. Okay. My point is, I have tried to train the students, okay, when there is a fiber cut, how to join this. How to know that OTDR machines, that what is the distance of fiber cut. Even after knowing the distance, the pipe codes are same. Pipe code, color codes are same. It's very difficult to know where I should connect. My point is, students should do these activities. That's the idea. All students, BTech students should do this. Whenever I was talking about that in the entire campus, we should have a fiber cable layout. Again, we have to depend on IDCO, STPI. Why can't our faculty members and students plan it? What is the problem? They should know all those things. When they go to industry, when they take training of Cisco for 2-3 months, Cisco certified, they will come and do it. Why can't they do it when they are there in the university itself? For 4 years they are there. That is skill. Okay? That is skill. That's important. Always we should not depend on IDCO, we should not depend on R&B, we should not depend on STPI, we should not depend on NIC, we should not depend on BSNL. Our faculty and students should do it. That's the idea. Only writing a paper, publishing a paper, Scopus Index, SCI, okay? What is the outcome? Outcome is important. That all of us should strongly feel. You go and stay in Bangalore for at least 2-3 years, you will understand what is the requirement of skill. Let me tell you, when I am talking about skill, I am talking from my heart. I have visited many companies. I have seen what is important for the industries. I have seen where the engineering graduates are staying in PG, they are staying and they are going to Q Spiders, they are going to different places to take training. Okay. My point is, we should take it in a good spirit and incorporate those courses into the curriculum. Okay. Yeah.
All right, let us summarize. Let us first. So anyhow, that keeping in mind that some students will go for higher studies, appearing gate. Some students will work in sector. Some students will in that corporate sector. That curriculum will be framed or designed. So for that, so we have elective courses, core courses, open elective courses. So my submission request to Mr. Aditya and representative of Cisco that if you have those courses branch-wise, please submit. I have given my mail ID. So please submit. We will take that to that joint board of studies. They will decide. And about minor courses, the Honorable Vice Chancellor suggested that we will set or frame number of buckets. At BPUT also we have for science, one bucket for mechanical, one bucket for one for electrical, and like that we have framed. So in the AI model, cyber security, cloud computing, they have given 7 buckets. Of course, all courses are SWAYAM online courses. It's with you. Suggest we will also include that. If this Vice Chancellor has suggested, ensure that each student will complete 2 add-on courses during their BTech program, UG program. We will verify during our academic audit through our experts. We will verify that, ensure that. So that also you submit different value-added courses available branch-wise. We will put that before the board of studies, and they will finalize. We will also suggest that also. So on then our discussion over on value-added courses, minor courses, and different professional elective, open elective, and professional core branch-wise. So please submit. I have given my mail ID. I have that Cisco partner, please.
So other partners will also need to be submitted.
Okay. So you submit if possible today. So tomorrow we will take the hard copy to the board of studies, joint board of studies, and finalize. Tomorrow is the only day for finalizing that structure, including these core skill courses, all that, minor, all things, everything will be finalized. So I think let us wind up this panel. So thank you. I extend my hearty thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for everything. Sir has given this idea to conduct this curriculum conclave and followed by joint board of studies, inviting you all people. Of course, our principals, most of the principals, though they have registered for this conclave, they couldn't come because of some problem. Anyhow, this is a program of some intelligent people, so we cannot expect a huge or mass, big mass. At least 50 to 100 people are there, intelligent people. Still, those who are present till now, definitely they are very intelligent. So I extend my thanks to them also, and my thanks to that Aditya and other partners, Cisco, partner from Cisco, and our deputy registrar who has taken a lot of pain from extra day to conduct this program, and my team members of curriculum development department, our information officer, director P&IT, director CUPGS, Acharya sir, and chief technology officer Sasank sir from OSDA. So thank you all of you. Let us wind up this session, and let us wait for tomorrow's board of studies meeting. If possible also, today we could not listen to that representative of Autodex. If possible, we will give 10-15 minutes to Autodex. IBM is not available. Tomorrow IBM will not be available. At least Autodex and if possible some 2 industry partners of Tata Motors. If possible, we will give them 10-20 minutes. We will listen to them during that board of studies meeting in the audit. And that will be conducted in the boardroom of the administrative block. So members are there. We have already, that committee is already there, and others are also invited. Aditya and all are invited to that. Thank you all.
I request all of you for honor and to observe the BPUT anthem for the day end of this curriculum conclave. Please play.
Sujaro
Thank you all.